Hi, everybody. Welcome. Happy New Year. Yeah, there's a lot of energy here already. Yeah, there's just a lot of energy. I can't even think, and that's a good thing. So, yeah, I'm just going to start sharing because they're just already speaking. So yeah, welcome to 2026. But really, what the guides are emphasizing is welcome to this moment. Ooh, like right now. It's not just a new year. It's a new moment. Every moment is new. You like we met the last time 2 weeks ago. You are a totally different being than you were 2 weeks ago. More than ever before, this is true. Everything is accelerating. The changes in consciousness are accelerating moment by moment. So not one bit of you is the same you as you were 2 years ago, 2 weeks ago, even 2 minutes ago. It's like even the deepest, most dense, most blocked parts of your energy system are not as dense, are not as blocked. And the parts of you that are already open to the light, open to the truth, open to the love, are just accelerating and expanding further and further and further. It's like so much. Like on top of that, like so much has happened in the last 2 weeks, and for me, I was taken deep, 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 deep. Like for a full week, I was just like completely introverted. And you were all there. I mean, I was in the oneness for most of that, in various states of oneness. And it was just so clear. You were all there experiencing it with me. You were supporting me going through what I was going through. And I was supporting you because I was going through it so you don't have to, ultimately. And just so much happened. And a lot of it was we're going through a shift where so much of what's happening can't be understood by the mind. It's transcending the mind. So it's harder and harder to put it into words. And any parts of us that like think we need to have a mental understanding before we fully experienced it, that you just got to let that go. Because more and more, we're just going to be having these direct experiences, and our mind's not going to really. The best our mind can do is just surrender, and that's kind of today's theme: surrender, let go of any concept that you have any control over any of this, or that you need to. So as part of like the most intense day of that week, I've talked a little bit about my 97-year-old mother here before, and she came into that oneness, and we had this most delightful experience. But part of that, I said, Mom, why are you still hanging on to a body? Like, I just don't get it, you know? And she said, I'm finished. I completed my contracts. And then because we were in the oneness, like in the oneness, I'm her and she's me, like we're experiencing each other at the same time. It's all beyond, like it's pure direct telepathy. There's not sentences going through my mind. There's just this direct experience. And the moment she said, my contracts are complete, like, it was like she was saying it to me as well, that my contracts are complete, that not just my contracts with her, those were complete. It was like she was saying it for all of us. We were in the oneness, and it was like we can move beyond the level of contracts. We don't need to remain here any longer at that level of fulfilling contracts, completing contracts. And those contracts are always in some way based in karma. So again, it's just another call to move into service, to move beyond karma into dharma. Um, so 24 hours later, she left her body at 1:23 New Year's morning, and it was just beautiful. I mean, she just let go and she left. And the nurses notified my younger brother, and he called me, and so I just got back from the funeral, and yeah, just memorializing, remembering this incredible, loving, highly, highly devoted Catholic woman. In fact, New Year's Day is a feast day for Catholics. It's the day you recognize Mother Mary as the literal Mother of God. And that's one of the reasons I brought out one of the forms of the Divine Mother. This one's actually Kuan Yin, but the Divine Mother is the Divine Mother is the Divine Mother. So anyhow, she was the second oldest. Her older sister they were just deeply, deeply close friends. They were both totally devoted to the mother, saying their rosaries all the time, etc., etc. Well, my cousin looked it up. They both died at the age of 97. But my cousin actually did the calculations and found out they lived the exact same number of days. To the day, they lived the exact same number of days. So a little synchronicity there that again points to we plan these things out. We plan our death day. We make these calculations. And her older sister also died on a Mary feast day. And then their mother died on Easter morning. So there's some synchronicities going on there. Anyhow, so she was known as Kathy or Catherine in this lifetime. And she's here. She's one of my team. She's now fully one of my team. I mean, she's been working with me from the other side, but she has stepped in again to her divine presence and is, just one of my team that's here helping all of us. And so, that again, just there's so much changing, and these are just like little snippets of grace. I mean, there's so much grace, and it's time to be fully bathed in it. It's totally time to let go completely into it and let it carry you. Let it show you it's trustworthy, that you really can let go into it. You can drop the rest of the resistance or thinking you need to understand something before you go into it. So they started showing me that there are changes. The services I'm going to be offering this year are a bit different. They're continuing to transform, trying to make it more supportive for all of you and also more supportive for me, making the best use of my capacity. Like, I still have a relatively small following, and that's by design. Like, there are many others doing similar work that like already have like many more followers on YouTube or this or that. But we've been keeping my, like, I'm still here in a capacity that is for a very small circumscribed group of people that we have contracts, but we're moving beyond those. But like, I'm just a couple steps ahead, and I'm here to help you take those last couple of steps. And until a certain number of you realize that, I'm keeping things a little more narrow so I'm more present, like, and more available individually. Although one of the things that's going away is you will not be able to sign up for one-to-one session at a time anymore. Because I still get people that like will sign up for a one-to-one and they come in expecting this like total life-changing miracle in one session. And then they don't come back. And the guys are like, don't want to work with people that are just looking for one more quick, easy answer. They want somebody that is willing to dive in and do something that's truly transformative, but over the course of at least 5 sessions. So we're about to switch to a 5-pack. But there's all these other service offerings that are going to be other ways of interacting with me, including the healing mini groups, are going to be along a theme of breakthrough, because they're saying that's what the energy is this year. It's all about breakthrough. And so the series overall will be about breakthrough, but then we'll drill down into particular areas with each one. And these are going to be offered. You will be able to do those like one by one if you wish, but there's also going to be a discounted price for signing up for the whole series. And then you get all these additional benefits like the proactive connection and access to the members' video vault and things like that. So we're trying to repackage everything so people have as much as they want to have of transformative transmissions and opportunities for growth that match what's happening right now in this acceleration. It's just, this is a breakthrough year. They just keep repeating, this is a breakthrough year. I mean, the whole time I'm talking, I have goosebumps, and the bliss is just like, it's like they just want everyone to totally get it, and to get it like this year. Like, let's make it happen. Um, it's yeah, there are these different metaphors coming, but basically, like, yes, there's a certain amount of focus and effort that still needs to be applied that will get you fully onto the wave, and then the wave will just start carrying you the rest of the way. That they want to get you to that level where you know you are fully being carried and everything's being taken care of and you're just enjoying the ride. They want to get you to that. And for this group, everybody can achieve that, can realize that. I'm just checking. They're confirming everyone can realize that this year. And I'm getting like so much bliss. I'm going to just shut up for a minute and let you feel this breakthrough energy that's here for you. Okay. So we're, let me just shift something here. Oops. Okay. We're just going to go into the transmission because it's already happening and I can't hold it back any longer. So I hope you're experiencing at least some of what I am. But if not, you will be soon here. Okay. So, as usual, this is a transmission of divine love consciousness, which is always for your highest good, the highest good of all. What would it be like to allow yourself to recognize how new and different you are and the energies are and more than ever before, allow this life energy to move through you, to lift you, support you, nourish you. Expand your system, cleanse your system, yeah, feel how this energy knows you, just completely knows you, intimately knows every bit of you, everything you've been going through, every part of your system, and what would help you to heal, to open, to become fully radiant. That this love, light, and truth knows exactly what you need in this moment and is handling it, is taking care of it. So, as much as it wants you to feel the full extent of this love, it's also holding back so as not to bring up too many fears all at once, helping you adjust the pace with just the amount that's right for you, that will bring up the edges, the fear, the resistance, just enough that you can notice it and let it go, or perhaps not even need to notice it, just letting it go, letting it go. Bringing balance now. Looking for any and all places within your system that could be brought into better balance, which allows more flow, more support, more love. Yeah, and this is moving into each one of you in a very personalized way. So the general overall dynamic is the same, but it's customized exactly for you and your needs. Okay. Heavenly host of angels here that are assisting, and they have begun using their angelic tones to quickly, deeply dissolve the mechanism within your system that tries to maintain control, but which is not meant to be in control. Yeah, and that opens the heart chakra. The aspect of you that is ultimately always in control, that which you truly are, which is centered in the heart chakra, is gaining more space to fill in, to be present, to live as the divine presence that you are. Would you be willing to allow yourself to experience yourself as that self? So many of us are used to thinking of our, let's use the term, our infinite divine self. Yeah, even that's like a limited term. Like what the guides are pointing to is larger, vaster than that. But the point is, most of us have a tendency to think of it outside of us. Or beyond us, or in the future. But the energy they're holding for you right now is to help you have your own direct experience that this is you, here, now. not somewhere else, not some other time. So it, the words, as you open more to who and what you truly are, as the truth of your being, as like, who am I? I am this. I am like, it's right here. Would you be willing to let go of all in your system that does not match this, that would limit this experience or limit this knowing, being? See, and that's where like, to do that, you need to let go of control more than you ever have before. Okay, there's a couple different metaphors coming in. The one is like like going on a roller coaster. It's an opportunity to like have an experience of being out of control while trusting that there will be control, like that the ride won't go off the tracks, that it's well built, et cetera, et cetera. So it's an experience of that, both being in control and being out of control. And kids, at least, find that fun. So this is a little bit like that. Um, but it requires you to realize that safety is there, that control that needs to be there is there. It's innate to the system. It's innate to reality. It's innate to who and what you truly are and all that is. So that's being shown to your system. That's being highlighted, brought forth within your consciousness as a pure energetic experience. Again, this transcends the mind. You're not necessarily going to get any mental information as this experience is amplified within you. And then as you trust this, as your system recognizes this and trusts this, it allows you to also give in to the part of you that wants to be out of control, that looks forward to it, that experiences it as bliss and ecstasy. So it's this interesting mix of being in control and being out of control at the same time that you're being invited into. So you might notice it, you might not be able to track this, but each time you begin to let go into the out of control, yeah, the fears, the resistance, the ego essentially that wants to be in control comes up. And then we remind you of how much fun it is actually to be out of control in a controlled way. See, there's a paradox here. This is a divine experience we're gently pulling you deeper into. And all divine experiences have paradox. Yeah, but just notice in whatever way it's showing up for you that you are getting more excited about, yeah, what would that be like to just let go of control, to not try to control everything or anything, to so trust God, the universe, myself, whatever, that I'm safe, that it's all for me, that you can fully let go. And trust that whatever experience arises, you can handle. You can actually enjoy as you're handling it. Okay, it's like we're surfing, we're out in the surf, and there's a set of swells on the horizon that are moving towards us. In other words, there's a wave building here that you're going to have the opportunity to catch and ride. But to do that, you have to let go of control, but in a controlled way. You have to push, maybe kick, and use your arms to try to dig in and get up to speed. And then trust that wave to carry you where you let go completely. So energetically, this wave is rolling in towards you. This is a spiritual wave. And it's okay to pull out of the wave. Wait for the next one. Yeah, so we're just going to keep giving you some moments of silence as these various waves come in. Allow yourself to have your own experience of surrendering and riding or pulling back and watching. Now, of course, this is all just metaphor. This is all just a way to try to help your mind track the energies that are on offer, the experiences. And for some of you, you might need a rest. You might go all the way into shore and just rest on shore for a bit. Feel that solidness of the ground below you after being out in the spiritual waters. Some of you might slip off your surfboard, detach the ankle connector, and find yourself diving down deep and experiencing the waves from below, watching their powerful energy rushing over you far above. And some of you may have spotted even larger waves coming that you decided to wait for. So just as a real surfer has to be very aware of their strength, their tiredness, their available energy, just notice what feels best for you. Do you need to go into shore for a while? Do you want to explore the deeper depths? Do you want to keep riding the waves as they come in? So energetically, we're going to take a few more moments to just silently support you having your own experience of surrendering to what's available to you. Okay, there's a much larger set of waves coming towards you now. So be honest with yourself. Allow yourself to notice, do I want to be on the beach for this set? Do I want to dive deep? Or do I want to try to ride even these much larger waves? There's no right or wrong answer. There's just noticing what is best for you in this moment as this much larger wave of spiritual realization moves towards you. Okay. And some of you, even though it wasn't called out, some of you rose up into the air to get an overview, to observe and experience it from high above. That was fine and perfect. But now it's like we're all gathering back on shore to integrate. So just notice any part of your mind that is questioning, like, what is this? What was that? Just notice the tendency to try to essentially control things with your mind, especially things you don't understand or that was coming in at a level that transcends the mind. Yeah, we're just helping you to become aware of that energetically and therefore to let it go, because as soon as you become aware of it, you know it's not actually helping you. To have that requirement on life that you can't fully embrace it or receive it or accept it until you understand it is such a limitation. It holds you back. And as soon as you see that, you're like, I'm not going to do that. Let that go. Let that go. and more of the ego dissolves. There's more freedom in your system. Okay, then there's another one. Was that real? Is this real? Again, this tracks back to, well, it's cultural conditioning and egoic programming. Okay, so we're kind of expanding that so you can see it all more clearly. Like all this conditioning regarding what's real and what's not real in life. From the most materialistic perspective on that, clear, 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 clear. Yeah, just notice like all the different ways your system would complete the sentence. It's only real if clear, 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 clear. Would you be willing to allow yourself to open up more and more directly to actual, unfiltered reality, unconditioned reality? Allow yourself to have a direct, moment to moment experience of reality. There you go. See, as you do that, you notice, wow, this isn't bad. This is actually kind of nice. What if you are not fully God realized this moment simply because you keep defining God realization as not real, as not possible for you? Yeah, feel that, feel that. Notice all that. It doesn't feel good to hold those beliefs. Good. Clear, clear. Yeah, just let that all go. Excellent. Let's see. Feel that space. You're giving yourself all this space to just be what you already are. You're already this. You haven't been able to allow yourself to experience it as yet. Okay, here comes another big one. Just clear, 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 clear. Would you be willing to let go of any and all beliefs that you need to remain small? that you need to keep appearing as a normal human, as a small being. Yeah, would you be willing to allow yourself to realize it's time to shine? It's time to unveil. Would you be willing to allow yourself to give birth to yourself? To quit waiting for someone else to do it for you. You already have the blessing of all that is. Yeah, just keep noticing those ego-based beliefs, that smaller self, those identifications that keep you small. They're pinching, they feel uncomfortable. It's time to let that go. So you are already a very different being than the one who started this process. There's another spiritual wave of light, love, and truth coming towards you, gathering strength. Just notice whether you feel like you want to dive underneath it, allow it to carry you, rise above it. But here it comes. It's good for you to know we are helping you to integrate using the pure being state to help you to integrate. You might find yourself becoming more aware of your body once again. Your location, the earth below you. It's good for you to know you can reconfigure your consciousness to be the best it can be for you here now, rest of your day and onward. We are here with you always. You are never alone. Feel our loving embrace. This session is complete. Infinite blessings.